Hello guys, once again, welcome back to my channel. But first of all, I want to really thank you guys for the encouragement. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the likes and share. Thank you for showing me out there to the rest of other people. Thank you so much. This really means a lot to me and the journey I just embarked on. To be honest, this will motivate me to do more, to bring more content to you guys. Trust me, I'm really very grateful. Thank you so much guys. Thank you for the support. And for the new subscribers, please stay tuned. Kindly subscribe to my channel and stay locked in guys. I'm about to bring more and more videos for you guys. Trust me, especially designers. Trust me on that one. So stay glued guys. Share this platform, share this YouTube channel for everyone to stay locked in guys. We're gonna be staying locked in together guys. So subscribe, hit that subscription button, hit that bell so that you get latest update from me once I drop them guys. So stay locked in. So let's get back to business. Right guys, are you aware that there's a reason a lot of users prefer to visit a particular mobile app or website than the other one, even though they serve the same purpose? There's a reason why users do that. Do you know? Yes, it's possible. And should I tell you why? The reason is very simple. It's because good UI, that is user interface, attracts more users. And of course, a bad UI will frustrate users until they decide not to visit that particular digital product, be it website or mobile app for instance. Yes, it's very possible. That's why users prefer a particular digital product to the other one. But it doesn't end there. It doesn't end in good UI, to be honest. Good UI is one thing, but apart from a good UI, the challenge is in creating products that can be used smoothly, whether you are using a phone, a tablet, or a desktop. That is where the real challenge is. So it's not just about creating a good UI. After creating a good UI, which is very important, make sure that the product you're designing can be used across all devices. It's very important. Now, how can you achieve all this? It's very simple. It's by applying the user interface design principles, or UI design principles, like some will call it. What is UI design principles? UI design principles are those little guidelines that designers rely on to create a very good digital product. It's as easy as that, very simple. Those are those little rules, thumb rules that designers rely on to create very beautiful and intuitive products. So in this video, I'll be showing you those UI design principles that can help you, a designer, improve your skills. If you follow them one after the other, you will easily increase your skill as a designer. So without any further ado, let's go check it out. Okay guys, we're here. So here is a little presentation that will teach us the principles of UI design. Okay, so this is a summarized version of the principles of UI design, and of course I'll be breaking it down for you guys in simple terms, so don't worry, I got you. So we'll be discussing the principles of UI design one by one in this presentation, and also I will be sharing this presentation with you guys, so don't worry about that one. I will be sharing with you guys, so you'll find the link in the description. So do well. After this video, you can always go there, download this file and read through it, of course. Yeah, so without wasting time, let's dive right in. So introduction. Design is all around us, shaping how we interact with the world, and of course obviously we'll be delving into the fundamental principles of creating good user interface. So these are the principles you need to follow to create wonderful UI designs. And trust me, if you follow all these principles, you are on your way to creating not just good designs that will attract people, but designs that will solve problems. All right, so let's get right into it. So what is design? Obviously, we all know what design is from my last videos. If you haven't watched it, I'll also drop the link in the description. Go check it out. So here, design is about solving problems and communicating ideas through visual elements, because you can always solve problems through what you can see. Obviously, you can always communicate through what you can see, and that is where design comes in. All right. So the principles of UI design, they're all listed here. Number 1 is balance. The second one is contrast. The third one is emphasis. The fourth one is repetition. Fifth one is alignment. Sixth one is proximity. And the last one, which is the seventh one, is white space. So gradually we will discuss all about them one by one. Number 1 is balance. Balance is about distributing visual weight evenly. As you can see from this illustration, what balance is. For example, this balance can be applied both in typography, in colors, while using typography. This balance can always come in. For example, look at how they displayed this illustration here. Imagine, look at this box. This is a box of picture, or it can be heading, it can be a picture, and this other illustration here shows your text or typography. Look at how properly they are arranged. So you can arrange them symmetrically or asymmetrically. That way it will create proper visual hierarchy for every user. So imagine if you cluster this, maybe you put text above here, or put the pictures below and scattered it all around. Trust me, it will not be visually attractive. So you have to arrange all your design in either symmetrical way or asymmetrical way. That way it will command more visual hierarchy. As simple as that. Don't overthink it. The second one is contrast. Contrast creates interest and draws attention by using opposing elements. This is self-explanatory. Contrast, imagine, okay, for instance, let's look at this presentation now, right? Imagine if I used a black text on this black background. Obviously, you're not going to see anything at all. I will just open this presentation and you all will be wondering, where is the text? What are we looking at? Or another example is using a black chalk to write on a blackboard. Obviously, nobody is going to see anything. That is contrast for you. So me using a white text on a black background shows you that the white text is contrasting on the black background. As simple as that. And below you can see the white text, but this one is also contrasting against the header. This is a heading text and this is the body text. Now I differentiated the body text from the heading text with the colors. Now look at this color is a lower tint of white, and this one is white itself. So that will really show you, the reader, that this is a heading text and this is also a body text. And the difference between the two of them is that this one is bolder and this one is lighter, both in color and both in font weight, as well as this number here. So that's exactly what contrast is all about. You can also use color and you can always use size. Size is just what I talked about here. This is the heading text, which is bold, and this is the body text, which is a little bit lighter. That's exactly what contrast is. So contrast can also be applied using color, using typography, and using layout as well. Because I use this layout here to describe what this text is all about. That's exactly what contrast is. Okay? Heading to the next one, emphasis. Like I said, all these principles can be applied using color, typography, and layout. Emphasis guides the viewer's eyes to the most important element. Now, if you look at this particular page now, the most important element here is what? To a lot of you, it could mean different things. To some of you, it could mean this number here. To some of you, it could mean this bold text. And also to some of you, it will mean this picture illustration here. So that's what emphasis is. So in designing your user interface, you have to make sure that you guide your user's eye into what is most important, right? So you make sure you arrange your design into what is most important. Don't worry, in my coming videos, I will show more illustration and more examples of what this means. And once again, you don't have to overthink it. Just take time, study it. It will come to you. It takes practice. Okay. So going to the next one. Number 4, repetition. This one resonates with me because personally I like simple design. I like consistency in all my design. So repetition creates unity and consistency in design. Now, one simple example I'm going to give you, or one simple thumb rule I'm going to give you. If you're designing and you choose a font, let's say like this font now is Inter. So if you want to choose your font, make sure you use the same font in all your design. Don't cluster too many typefaces and fonts. It will make your design look rough and look rash. So that is exactly what repetition means. If you want to use a particular font, make sure you're using the font across all your designs. As simple as that. If you want to use a color, make sure you use one primary color across all your design. Don't choose two primary colors. If you're using white, use white across. If you're using black, use black across. If you're using yellow, use yellow across all your design. That is as simple as that. And that's exactly what repetition is all about. Next one, alignment. Alignment creates orders and organizes information. This is self-explanatory. Now, for example, in this illustration, we have left alignment, center alignment, and right alignment. Also below, we have alignment to the top, alignment to the center, and alignment to the bottom. What alignment simply means that you should arrange all your design. You should choose one particular alignment. If you choose that all your design elements will be aligned to the left, make sure it aligns to the left in all corners of your design, in all sections of your design. Now, a very simple example I'm showing you is on this presentation. Look at number 5. Look at alignment, look at the heading text, and look at the body text. They are all aligned to the left. This one is not aligning to the right. If not, it will make the whole presentation look rough and untidy. As a designer, one thing you have to bear in mind is to always make your design look clean as possible. That way, your users can easily scan your product easily, whether it's a mobile app or a website. Always choose one particular alignment and stick to it all through your design. It is very important, and that also will make you a good designer. It is good practice. Now look at this number 5 is aligned to the left. The heading text is aligned to the left, and the body text is also aligned to the left. That is how clean a design should look. Now this illustration is aligned to the right to properly show you or illustrate to you what this alignment means. That's exactly what you have to do to all your designs. And trust me, this is good practice. So always practice that. And of course, you'll be a better designer. Next one is proximity. Proximity groups related items together, creating visual connection. You understand? So a simple example of what proximity means is, now look at this number 6. Number 6 is different from this. Now look at how I grouped the heading text and the heading and the body text together. The space between them is different from the space between this and this. That's exactly what proximity means. So imagine if I grouped this together with this, you will not understand what I'm trying to do. But in this presentation, you could easily understand that these are grouped together, and this is the information about this topic, and this is the number for this particular topic. So they are grouped differently. So in your designs, and a simple example is just your heading text and your body text, you have to group them together, and the space between them should be different from any other element that is attached to it. For example, this picture. The space between this text group and this picture is different from the space between this heading text and the body text. That is exactly what proximity means. So in all your design, make sure you group related items or elements together. That way it will create visual hierarchy. As simple as that. So the next one is white space. White space, or negative space as some people call it, gives design breathing room and focus. As simple as that. Now look at this illustration by Zika. It simply shows you what white space means. Now look at in this other area, this circle was clustered with the text, and of course if you're looking at it, it looks untidy. So what white space means is, in good practice, you are supposed to give room for breathing in all your visual elements, or whether your shapes or your text. Give room. This space around this area is you giving space, or giving a white space to your design. That's exactly what it is, guys. That's exact. And also look at another good example. Look at the space around this area. Imagine if I brought this one close to this heading text. It will be clustered, it will be untidy. You don't want that as a reader. Look at how comfortable you are reading this presentation right now. This is exactly how white space operates in all your designs. So make sure to practice this over and over again. With time, you're going to get used to it, right? So that's it. That's as simple as that. That is what design, fundamental UI design principle is. It's not too much. There's a lot of it out there, but I had to break it down for you guys to really understand and have it in simple terms, so that when you practice with it, you don't have to think too much about it, and it will help you in a very long way. So in conclusion, using these principles as a foundation, you're well on your way in creating impactful designs. Remember, good design isn't just about making things look pretty. It's about effective communication, problem solving, and creating meaningful experiences. Trust your instincts, be bold, and most importantly, have fun with it. Obviously, you have to put your personality into it, but have these fundamental rules at the back of your mind while, exploring your personality. It's fun. So guys, I'll be glad to see what you guys will do with this in the future. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And thank you very much. Thank you guys for staying with me till the end. And I'm very, very sure that you learned a lot from my very simplified presentation. So I encourage you to, watch this video over and over again and practice all these principles. It will help you a lot in becoming a better UI designer and also a UX designer. So take your time, watch this video over and over again. I'll also be sharing the link to this presentation file in the description, so check it out. I'll be sharing other articles about UI design principles in the description. You can find all of them in the description, so take your time, read them and practice them. It will help you a lot in becoming a better UI and UX designer. Thank you so much. If you have any questions for me, please put it in the comment section. I'll be glad to respond to all of them. Guys, thank you so much for sticking around. Also, please subscribe to my channel, click the bell to get more notifications from me, and also share it amongst your friends so that they can learn from you as well. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be signing out. See you on the next video. Peace.